Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I'm doing my update to eyes. That is Enjoy Your Eyeshadows, and this was created by the wonderful Debbie. I will have her link down below, and it's just a fun way to integrate eyeshadows, I suppose, into your schedule, if you know what I mean. I'm not doing Panda's eyeshadows this year anymore. I'm not doing Project Level Up or anything like that because I was just feeling very overwhelmed. I'm not wearing makeup as much, and I found that I had a lot of palettes that just weren't getting touched, and that kind of bothered me. And I felt eyes was the perfect way to kind of, through Shop My Stash, etc., kind of bring them in and play with them and kind of report back to you and see how I get on. But yeah, I thought it was a great idea out of Deb. You know, for those of us that aren't maybe in a position to be panning eyeshadows at the moment. Who knows, down the line I may go back to that. Just at the moment it's not for me. But yeah. So the eyeshadow palettes I was working on last month, so kind of I pick 4 every month from my Shop My Stash. There might the odd time be an extra one because it might have gone into a project like Decapanning or something. But yeah, so one of them was the Natasha Denona. Oh god, you're seeing everything there. This is the Natasha Denona Zendo palette. Let's just open it up. Now, mine might look completely different to yours, and that is because I have really kind of switched it around. I've brought in some shadows from my Natasha Denona Love palette, and I have just kind of moved around some of the ones that were already in here, just for it to make more sense for me and my head. I like to keep my shimmers together and my mattes together. It's just the way I am. And I've enjoyed this palette. I can't say that I love it. I wouldn't say it's maybe my favourite of the Natasha Denona palettes that I own, but it is very pretty and very easy to use. Great for simple, basic looks. The shimmers, quite pretty, you know, easy to, like I said, just easy to use, you know. You can't really go wrong with them, and the mattes are the same. I've got some good advice from people about the cream to powder ones, and I'm getting on a little bit better with them. I still can't say that I love that formula. I know some people, I know Katie absolutely loves them. She thinks it's one of her best shadow formulas. But I'll get there, you know what I mean. It's just a bit of trial and error for me. This is looking quite like, why is that looking green and it's kind of more of a browny green? I don't know. My lights are obviously washing it out a bit. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here to discuss the palette. But yeah, I enjoyed it. No, I do not have any looks, because Ruth doesn't know how to take looks. She tries, and they are abysmal. So no looks. But I mean, any of my past videos for the last month or so, even though it's probably only 4 or 5, would have been some form of using these palettes. The next one is the Mini Bronze palette. And I'm so glad I bought this, because I had thought I wanted the larger bronze palette, and I actually did buy the dupe of it from Alter Ego, and I'm so glad I didn't end up spending the money on it, because while I like it and all, it's a bit too deep and warm for me. What's wrong with you? Oh my god, he's such a hard life, guys. Help us. I enjoy it. It's just, like I said, a bit too deep and warm for me. I'll keep it, certainly will, and I'll use it with other palettes and integrate it, but perhaps not my favourite of my minis, and I have some minis that I absolutely adore. Next up is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Dream Big Manifest palette. This is it here, and I brought this in because I like the Be Perfect formula, very much so. And I said if I wanted to have a bit of colour in my life, then this would be the one. I didn't want any colour in my life. I haven't really been wearing much colour at all, which is kind of sad, but it's just the season of my life at the moment, I suppose. And the colours I was leaning towards in this, I have in other palettes. And this formula is starting to get a bit older. There's some cream to powder formulas in it that are starting to get a bit dry. Still working fine at the moment, but I can feel that they're changing. And I know a few people in my life who will probably really enjoy this and get some better use out of it. So I've decided to declutter this. I think I only used this one twice. I used the Natasha Denona Zendo 4 times, and I only used this the once as well. But this palette is going to be decluttered from my collection. So that one is going bye-byes. And then the Be Perfect Carnival, the Antidote. This is in collaboration with Stacey Marie. She's done a number of these Carnival palettes with the Be Perfect. And guys, I couldn't stop putting it down, guys. I just couldn't stop. I just wanted to use it all day, every day. I just love it. I look at it and I want to play with it and I want to do, I mean, some of the, just these pinky, like I would normally have said I was a pinky reddish rosy tone, but yet I was over here loads. Normally I would have thought, oh, I'll be in the greeny section. I mean, stop it. Shut the front door. Now, my only complaint with this is, let me dry these off first before I go sticking my paws back into it. My only complaint is the 2 lightest shimmery shades for me are quite icy, if you can see them there. Like they are both, to me, quite icy shades. And yet, I feel this palette is predominantly warm. So I would have loved if there had been a warmer, light shade. Does that make sense? I just felt like anytime I went in with this oyster shade, this pinky one, it just made the look, it didn't go well with the look. It kind of looked wrong with it. And Glisten was okay, but I just wish there had been a different shade in there. But other than that, absolute treat to use. These mattes, oh my god, they're so easy. Like the dark mattes, I mean, usually for me, dark, no good, I can't use them. But these were so easy to use and went on so smoothly and just like velvet they were. I just loved every minute of it. So much so that I'm actually doing this video quite late. It's the 9th of October today. And I've still been using this, even though it was supposed to finish up at the end of September. I just haven't been able to put it away. But I'm going to now. I'm going to let it go and move on to my other palettes. But it's just been an absolute treat. So, the palettes, just looking at the swatches, they just bring me so much joy. You're just so pretty. I love you. Sorry. So the palettes I'm going to be focusing on this month are the Anastasia Beverly Hills Carly Bible. This is what this one looks like. A few dips going on in a few shades there. I have 1 pan in it. But yeah, with a few dips. This one here is a good dip. This one here is a good dip. So yeah, this one is coming in. And my thought process, if you saw my Shop My Stash, was to actually try and use it with this, in conjunction with this. This is the Jackie Aina palette. And I've always found it a bit too deep and dark for me. Which, you know, it's not meant for my skin colouring. And bravo, it shouldn't be. It's about time there was palettes for everybody. But my thought process was that these two together would actually work well. So I could use, you know, the lighter shades in this and just deepen out with the Jackie Aina up top here. I don't know, we'll see how we get on. That's my plan for those two. I want to try and see how they work together. Also coming in is the Lois Cosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld eyeshadow palette. And I know this gets mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. I know Misty wasn't a fan of the Lois Cosmetics formula at all. But I'm a big fan of mythology, and the mythology of this just spoke to me. I thought the artwork was just divine, and I kind of wanted to support the brand for that nearly alone. But this is what it looks like. And again, look at that for autumnal colours. You got greens and wines and purples and, you know, browns and, you know, all the colours that you expect at this time of year. So I'm looking forward to playing around with that. Now, it is quite dark as well, so I'll probably have to incorporate some of the Carly Bible into it to kind of lighten up the looks a little bit. Because like you have a black, and I wish they had put at least one lighter shade even than that, you know, something lighter than that. Because there it looks a bit lighter, but actually in real life it's a warmer brown. But yeah, anywho, look at. Looking forward to playing with that. And then the last one is the Artemis palette by Alter Ego. Again, this, look at, I have always wanted the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. It was never in my budget. It was never going to happen. So this was the reason I was placing the order for Alter Ego, because I've always wanted this, and I said, right, this is it. So here it is, and it is beautiful. And I'm, again, very autumnal, and I'm looking forward to playing with it. Again, though, I find that we could use one or two lighter shades in here, personally. I mean, that's a light shimmer, right? But with no matte light shade, I feel. So again, Carly Bible is going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting, I would imagine, this month. But yeah, that is... See all the crap going on around me, sorry. This is my 4th palette that I will be working on for October. And I think I can have some good fun with that as well. Looking forward to playing with it. So, within all this, Deb asks us if we can pick a peak and a pit. So, a favourite and a not so much. And I'm not going to go for a shade specifically. I'm going to go for a palette. So, this, unfortunately, is my pit. Just, you know, it didn't work out. I think I'm ready to let this one go, and if I'm decluttering something, then obviously it's the pit of these, but it's still a very good palette. Please don't get me wrong, it is great quality, lovely diverse, you know, colors. I mean, you can do so many different looks with this palette. I am the kind of person though that does like, I like Blend Bunny's original formats of where it's just rows of the right colours, if you know what I mean. That speaks to me, but I know other people, this speaks to them. This speaks to their artisticness and their, you know, whereas I'm not artistic at all. So I need a little bit of help. So I get a bit bamboozled as well when I look at that one. And then my peak has to be this whole palette, because I just adore it. I love it so much, right? I love it so much that I have a brand new spanking one to give away. Yay! So, if you would like to be entered into win this palette, put an Irish flag down in the comments so that I know that you specifically are entering into the competition for this. And what I'll do then is I'll put them all into the Tiny Decisions app, and next month when I'm doing my update, we'll announce the winner. So hopefully you're interested in winning this. It's a beautiful, like I said, I mean, like it's not even opened, it's still in the box and everything. I bought one because I just thought, you know, let's give a little back to all the lovely people that have stayed around while I've been so inconsistent or just non-existent on this platform. And I really appreciate everyone hanging on. I really do, and I love you all so much. So yeah, if you'd like to win that, just go down into the comments and put an Irish flag in the comments, and I'll know specifically then that you're looking to enter. Please comment anyway, whether you want to enter or not. But if you specifically want to enter the competition, put in an Irish flag, and like I said, I will draw the winner next month. I hope you're excited about that. It's my first ever giveaway. But I didn't want to do it in the start or the titles and that. I want it for people that are here till the end, because I appreciate the shit out of you. The fact that you stay for all my waffling. That is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.